Hey, what is up YouTube? This is Tay Blackout. Bringing you guys a Cinema 4D tutorial on how to make a nice pretty softbox. It'll give you these really nice professional reflections. Um, like these little white objects that are on these. This is quite similar to GreyScaleGorilla's softboxes. So let's just start off by making a new composition. Change your settings to HD settings, which is 1280 by 720 with a resolution of 300 for best. You can save in whatever format you want, and also you might want to put on ambient occlusion and global illumination. For time's sake now, rendering, I'm going to take those off until I do my final render. So to start off, you're going to want to go to the splines, and you're going to get a rectangle spline. You're going to click on object, go down to the y-axis, and change the rotation to 9 degrees so that it is parallel to the grid. You're also going to want to probably change the size to about 500 by 500, because I think this is the best. And then you're going to want to press Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, Command-C, Command-V on max in order to duplicate the object. Now on the duplicate object, you want to change the width and height both to 1000, not 10,000, 1000. And yet again, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V in order to duplicate the layer and bring it down a little bit more and put it at 1500 by 1500 centimeters. So you'll turn out with this sort of pyramid outline. This is the outline of our softbox, and what you're going to want to do is come up here to this little cube thingy, and it'll bring up the nerds, and you want to prick. Wow. You're going to want to pick loft NURBS and select all three objects of the rectangles and put them as a child, which is the down arrow of the loft NURBS, and you'll get this weird sort of object. Now you're probably going to want to mess around with this just a bit to make it look cool or whatever you like. But if I render this out, you notice that the object has no lighting. So what you're going to want to do is go to this little cube, go to plane, and make this the same as the bottom side of the softbox, which is 1500 centimeters by 1500 centimeters. Now you're going to want to drag this down to the bottom, almost flush, just enough that you can still see it. Okay, now what you're going to want to do is create a material, remove specular and color, and put on luminance. Now I want to change the luminance brightness to about 150. You can use whatever brightness you want, but this seems to be best, in my opinion. And you put that on the plane, which is on the bottom side of our softbox here. Now, if you want, you can actually make another color, and let's just go with a dark gray. And you can actually put it onto your softbox, just so that it looks a little bit better, I guess. But if I run around, you can see that there's light emitting from this object. Now you're almost done. You're going to want to go here and get an all object and put both the plane and loft NURBS as a child of this. And then click on null and go to tags, Cinema 4D tags, and compositing. Now on the compositing tag right here, I want to go to and untick the cast shadows and receive shadows, which is pretty obvious what they are. It doesn't receive or cast shadows on other objects, so all it does is basically just emit the light. If you want, you can actually scale it down to whatever size you want, but I think what I had was pretty good. The scale tool is right up here, if you're wondering. But let's just move this up a little bit. I don't know how far. Just put that up. That's way too far. Right there seems pretty good. And let's spawn in our text so we can see how this looks. Let's turn around this way. And let's just put blackout and tip blackout. Legit 96, that's me. And let's just put it as 100 depth, just so that you can see. And let's put a little bit of a fillet cap on this. 3x3s. I don't know why, it just seems to be the best settings in my opinion. What the caps do is make it sort of a rounded edge so that when I actually do the reflections on here, it actually show up a little bit better. But what you're going to do is go to make a different material and put it on your object, whatever you like. I'm going to go with sort of this bluish color. I mean purple, not blue. Purple's one of my favorite colors, so. And then you want to put on a reflection. I usually go to Fresno, so. And you're going to drag this onto your object. And actually I'm going to make a sphere just so you can see how it looks too. Let's pull this over. And zoom a little bit, and let's make another material for the sphere. Let's see, let's make it, no, that's fine. Let's make it sort of a smoke bubble. Transparency, Fresno. Let's bring this down a bit. And put on the reflection. 16, my age. That's pretty weird, but we'll go with that. And drag this onto our object, and let's take back on these two, and let's go in for the final render so you guys can see how this looks. Global illumination, ambient occlusion. Actually, I forget to put on a sky over here, but for global illumination and ambient occlusion, it does a lot of it does a really good job at making the quality do a lot better on here. I don't know what exactly it does, but the quality looks a lot better. But yeah. While we're waiting for this to finally render out, I actually want to talk about my channel. I am Ted Blackout. I'm a student at high school, and I actually want to go for a major once I go into college for graphic design or 2D, 3D animation, which is something I love to do on the side, but I hope to make it into a business. For now, this channel is being used for GFX and editing, so if you guys need a background or an intro, which is 2D or 3D, an icon, whatever, or even if you have clips from any games or anything that you would want me to edit, feel free to send me a message and I'll see what I can do with that. I'm not the best editor or GFX artist out there, but I'm going to be starting to do a lot more tutorials like this for Cinema 4D, Adobe After Effects, Photoshop, anything that has to do with photo or video editing. If you guys have any questions, just ask me, and yeah, so as I wait for this to render back out, you'll see that there's these nice reflections from the softbox up above, and also on this little smoke bubble that I made, which doesn't really look like a smoke bubble, but you can see the softbox actually above. But yeah, probably my next tutorial I'll be showing you guys how to do how to use the plugin and install the plugin Athrazi, which sort of cuts your materials and stuff. But that's pretty much it for this tutorial, guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and most of all, enjoy.